I laugh more inside jail, right, than I have ever laughed in my life outside. Prison is like Facebook, bro. No, seriously, bro.
Okay.
The only thing is, right, no matter who you are outside, right,
Everyone is addicted to something. It just so
Correct.
happens that your addiction are into substances.
yeah. And bro, these 10 years don't feel like 10 years.
How does it
It
feel
feels
like?
like 1 year, 2 years like that. Very scary, bro. How much effort you put, right, into your recovery, but you go back to a broken home, and your home is not like a sanctuary of peace, right? You can relapse on. If I could reverse time, right, I didn't know about NAMS the entire time. But then after I went to NAMS, I realized wow, actually if I knew that like this place existed earlier, I would have totally gone to NAMS. In Singapore, right, you got safe place already, where people take care of you. I think that is like the best thing that can happen to you already. This or you go in prison for like for don't know how long. Every recovered addict, right?
Got a support system.
Recovering addict, got a proper support system.
Now, would you say that content is your personal support system?
Wow.
Like, or creating content? Why do you think a lot of addicts in Singapore
Don't get help.
don't get help?
You know how there are people who can drink alcohol moderately?
Yeah.
There are people who can use drugs moderately also. I just happen to be not one of the people
Yeah.
who can use alcohol or any substance moderately.
And do you think this is inherent in the personality of addicts? The belief that they want to go all in into whatever they are pursuing?
Okay, if you traffic, okay, punish, fine. Okay?
Because you're doing business.
okay.
Yeah.
But if you're just purely solely an addict, right, treat it as a disease.
That means treat it as a person
treat
sick.
addiction as a disease, not a crime.
Okay.
Not
So a disease as in
like cancer.
like cancer, and then have a method to cure the cancer.
Yeah, there is no cure but
There's no cure.
you can treat it
You can treat it.
I mean?
Okay. How will you treat this?
I think like proper, like for example, what NAMS is doing is great
NAMS in
Yeah.
IMH.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, I tell you that one really is I wish more addicts knew about NAMS.
Why do addicts not know about NAMS?
Yeah, very surprisingly, a lot of addicts, even I didn't know NAMS exists. Sometimes it's just
really?
too good to be true. You get what I mean?
Too good to be true?
You can go there, your urine dirty,
And then you won't get charged.
Then you won't get charged. But then after it comes the next part, but they will send your name to same year. Don't.
Oh,
You get what I mean?
Okay. I see. People are afraid to be under surveillance.
Yeah, because bro, like our legislation already damn strict. Then like, I wish people knew that NAMS is giving proper help Like if I could reverse time, right, I didn't know about NAMS the entire time.
Wow.
Like people tell me about NAMS, like fuck you They will report you, then they will fuck you over in the end.
Okay.
But then after I went to NAMS, I realized wow, actually if I knew that like this place existed earlier, I would have totally gone to NAMS.
Earlier.
Way earlier.
Wow. And why do you think a lot of addicts in Singapore
Don't get help.
don't get help?
Lack of information. A lot of them don't know about NAMS.
They no clue.
They don't know.
They
bro.
don't even know it exists.
They don't know they exist.
Wow.
Some they don't even believe it exists.
They don't even believe.
And I think a large portion of them are afraid.
Of being prosecuted.
Yeah, like
their
it's very
information.
scary because the information will go to authorities Then what if after that they arrest you? Or what if they relapse halfway? Yeah.
So there are a lot of these like would you say preconceived notions of what NAMS is versus your personal experience through it.
Yeah.
Okay. So actually your personal experience gave you the for lack of a better word, enlightenment that it's not that harsh.
I have yet to see people who have gone to NAMS and then after that so I have seen this pattern. So when they really want to quit, they go to NAMS.
When they really want to quit.
They come out and then they never get caught by CMB. Like CMB is aware but CMB never go and arrest them.
Okay.
But I've also seen cases, right, where they have following urine tests after that. After they go to NAMS, they come out, they're still dirty.
How did they
They consume again
in NAMS while in NAMS?
No, when they're outside
Oh, and then they implicated. And that's why they were...
So there are people who will go to NAMS, come out, relapse, go to NAMS, come out, relapse, go to NAMS, come out, relapse, and then NAMS become like their hiding place. Really.
Become their hiding place. Yeah. Wow.
Mm-mm.
And do you think there should be more NAMS in Singapore, or is the capacity optimized now?
I think let's just say NAMS got like the biggest room, like NAMS got unlimited storage, right?
Yeah.
Like I still feel like people still got the stigma, they're still scared.
They're still scared.
It's still scary. It's still damn scary. My name going to CMB. And somehow if you smoke things like ice, you more paranoid, bro. You damn paranoid.
Because
bro.
your mental state is already...
Yeah, your mental state already fucked, bro.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
wow.
so like sometimes like what I feel NEMs can do better, right, is to give better assurance
of
their safety in regards to the law.
I see. But of course, if the addict self relapses after they come out, then
they are pasal already lah.
Then NEMs can't do
NEMs
anything.
can't do anything lah. Okay lah, that one fair lah. It's still better than DRC.
Yeah. DRC better. Yeah, because at least you're being treated in the process, right?
Yeah, correct.
So while you're at NEMS, what did they make you do or how?
Generally, just like you converse a lot with people. Then they have like now it's a bit different. I'm not too sure. I know now they have a lot more activities lah. But I think like in Singapore, right, you got safe place already where people take care of you. I think that is like the best thing that can happen to you already lah. Yeah,
safe somewhere you're taken care of.
Is this or you go in prison for like for don't know how long are you?
Do you think there should be more effort in making the
society empathize with addicts?
Yeah, correct.
Wow, I wish. Yeah. This one is very important, bro, because a lot of times, bro, no matter how hard how much effort you put right into your recovery, but you go back to a broken home, and your home is not like a sanctuary of peace, right? You can relapse on. Like for me, like I'm a very sensitive person. If somebody I love hurt me a bit only, I will relapse.
Wow.
So I will isolate a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, addiction recovery is something that the whole ecosystem needs to work well.
Yeah,
I mean, for lack of a better word lah. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
like
it should be treated like a disease lah, because people don't view addiction as a disease. People view it as like you fucking selfish.
A crime.
Yeah, like it's just a selfish thing. You just want to shoot something. You just want to feel good only. You don't care about anyone. You don't care about your life. You are selfish. But that is far from the truth. As much as it looks like it, right? It's really not it. Yeah, and people who are not addicts I don't blame them for not being able to see this part. Because sometimes I see my friends in active addiction, so I feel like punching in their face. But I know what it feels like.
Correct.
Yeah.
I guess in life, everyone is addicted to something. It just so happens that your addiction are into substances.
Yeah.
And having been through this journey, where do you think the whole culture of rehabilitation needs to go in Singapore, or where do you think it's currently going?
Where do I think it's currently going?
Like based on what you've experienced so far, is it good? Is it?
It is improving, but very slowly.
Very slowly.
Very slowly, but at the same time, I feel like I think that getting help bro, I have so many friends. I beg them to go and I go
beg
to
them.
I beg them because bro, you know what kind of things happen? They will like knock out because then this is just cough mixture. All these they will like knock out. They fall in the toilet. Their teeth break.
Oh shit!
Their head got hole. Their head got hole because they drop down.
Oh damn!
Bro, so many things is happening to them. And they want to stop. But they cannot. But when I ask them to go NEMS, they scared. You get what I mean?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, and then like. For them to be able to approach their parents also is another thing. Well, I tell you, one of the fucking hardest thing is like when you cannot talk to your own parents about your addiction. It's like, you know why or not? Like, especially for me, like I want to tell someone that I got this problem and I want to seek help because I don't know who to talk to. I don't know how to talk to friends. What if they pout to me? Like, you get what I mean? What if they see me differently? But like, if I were to talk to like family members, they will, okay, instead of being like, oh, okay, you have this problem. Okay, let's try and get you the proper help. They were lagi shocked. Huh? You taking all this? Then they will act like as if they are the addict and then they are the one suffering. Like, you get what I mean?
Okay.
Then like, so sometimes like, I feel like it should be like the role of especially like guardians and parents, right, can really have a big impact on
the person. How they react to the situation and things like that, right? The
support damn important. Every addict, right, got support system. Every recovered addict, right,
got a support system.
Recovering addict got a proper support system.
Now, would you say that content is your personal support system?
Wow.
Like, or creating content?
I guess so. Okay, it definitely motivates me lah. But is it good enough to stop me from my addiction? I think
you're finding out.
I'm finding out.
Yeah.
I tried to have both at the same time lah. It's been 10 years and bro, these 10 years don't feel like 10 years
How does it feel?
It feels like 1 year, 2 years like that. Very scary, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So my mental, it's called like arrested development. My maturity, my mental age is just like back there.
Back in
Yeah.
the 10 year ago,
Mm.
10 year ago Popo. And right now, the main substance you're struggling with is alcohol.
Yeah, now it's just alcohol because like it's just the idea that I cannot go into prison for, even though I have gone prison for alcohol. It's just that like I figured that if I isolate and drink, the only person I'll hurt is myself and nobody, and I won't go into jail. But I'm like dying slowly if I continue to do this. Like I'm serious, bro. My liver will freaking explode one day, bro. So yeah, it's alcohol, lor. Bro. Alcohol is just as bad, bro. You just cannot get charged for
For
consuming
it,
alcohol.
yeah.
But it's just as bad, bro.
It's just another substance, but it's seen as
It's a drug, bro.
yeah, it's a drug, but
bro.
it's seen as a social kind of substance, right?
So you know how there are people who can drink alcohol moderately?
Yeah.
There are people who can use drugs moderately also. I just happen to be not one of the people who can use alcohol or any substance moderately, lor.
And do you think this is inherent in the personality of addicts, the belief that they want to go all in into whatever they are pursuing?
Wow. I think that has that factors also lah, but it is honestly it is very complicated lah. If I wish I had one answer for it, but there really isn't lah.
And do you think if you had more support from young or even now as you were growing up, that this addictive personality, this obsession to chase after something or certain experiences, right, could be channeled into something different?
Yeah.
Other than addiction.
Yeah.
It could, right?
It could. Like, I feel like I can go all out on other things. Like this energy, bro, I swear, bro, the energy, the time, the effort that I put in on trying to get high, I put it anywhere else, I would never fail one, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
I would never fail, bro. Really, really. Bro, even when it comes to saving money, bro, at the back of I freaking hate maths, but when it comes to like buying the substance or buying alcohol, I can save by the cents,
Can save by the cents.
Everything, bro.
Yeah.
Just to get exactly what I want.
Wow.
Every day.
And
no money also somehow have money one.
Somehow have money.
I know how to cut this food, cut that food, cut that food, cut this food, just to have enough.
You find the hacks to get
the thing. No, it's because you're so desperate, right? You are forced to use your brain to try and find a way to get what you want.
Wow.
You get what I mean?
Yeah,
so I think,
if you apply this into something else, and that's why over here at the Singaplex After Office Hours podcast, we wanted Popo to come share his story and hopefully channel all the energy into more content creation.
Hopefully,
hopefully. But luckily, the only thing you're struggling now has been reduced to just alcohol. Right?
Luckily,
right? Yeah.
Which is why I damn fat Walao.
How does this experience of having been inside prison and now outside prison change your perception of like life?
How I guess can I phrase it as how did prison impact my life?
Yeah, sure.
I guess like to some extent like prison, bro, honestly, right, like you can learn a lot in jail, bro. Bro, you know something, I have this, prison is like Facebook, bro.
Prison,
no, seriously,
prison is like Facebook.
Bro, prison is like Facebook.
Okay.
The only thing is, right, no matter who you are outside, right, you come here, you have to wear white shirt, you have to wear blue shorts. The rest is just communication already, what?
Oh yeah, that's true. It's just another social network.
It's a social,
it's literally a social network without keyboards, but in person, which is the most authentic yet challenging one.
So who you want to add there, you can add there. Like you get what I mean?
I get what I mean.
So it's like I really see prison as Facebook.
Facebook, and having lived both in the online space deeply and a forced analog only in-person space, right?
How has it changed my life?
Yes.
I think it made me a little bit institutionalized. A little bit. Not. And I think it's in a healthy amount.
Oh, okay.
Because like in prison, like we are very anti-lanchao way lah, bro. Like you can really get into so much problem for like talking cock about other people.
Oh, right.
So you have to really learn to control your mouth.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
Right.
So like these kind of things are very like, I feel like this kind of like so-called prison rules, right? It's actually very good, very applicable in real life. It will be very nice if
prison skills future.
Really. I
Maybe
feel like
everyone should go through not a real charge, but like the I don't know, the boot camp of
you have
a
to,
simulated a 1 week prison experience.
1 week not enough, bro.
Not enough.
Not enough.
What? So if you were the organizer of enrichment, nowadays Singapore got all these like enrichment for students, right? But what if one day you set up a simulated prison experience for youngsters?
Wow.
And then that's how they like straighten out their life.
Maybe
and
for
something.
people
like you know the Adam Khoo, like Adam Khoo.
Wow. I think that no, it won't be good for everyone.
It won't be good for everyone.
Won't be good for everyone. The interesting thing is you are forced to live with people that you might not like. You have to see their face every single day. And you need to learn to live with them.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's like doing a group project.
Yeah. Kind of like that.
A very long-term group
But
project.
okay, honestly, right, for me, sitting inside prison wasn't difficult. I think it was very, bro, I laugh more inside. I'm not saying I want to go back jail.
Yeah.
I laugh more inside jail, right, than I have ever laughed in my life outside.
Wow.
Bro, I don't know what kind of cock I talk, but damn, like all the people, like, we have to do these kind of things, but it's really very, like, there are so many things that I experienced in jail that I feel like I cannot get outside on.
Really?
The only thing that was hard for me, right, is what's happening outside. I have no control.
I see.
If like walao, if my relative pass away lah, my girlfriend leave me lah, bro, those were the things that made it hard to sit. But like if let's say I had like emotion, like if I was completely emotionally detached from the outside world, right, I think prison was quite fun. Yeah, bro, you really get to meet people.
It's like a school camp.
Yeah.
And inside everyone has already so-called reached a rock bottom, and they are they are stripped bare to who they are at the core. Right. So there's less for lack of a better phrase, a sense of like authentic.
Yeah, correct.
You want
to lie also.
You want to lie.
I think like in jail,
People are all real.
Yeah, you have to.
You can't be fake in prison. Right?
Very hard.
There's no like, I'm going to use this Instagram curation to show people who I am, but no.
Cannot.
No such thing there.
You sleep a bit only, people. Like, like there are people who will interrogate you every day, Then 1 week later, they will
interrogate you.
Because we got nothing to do, ma.
So you ask each other.
Bro, you commit your crime, how? Then let's say you want to lie your story, right?
Then
after that, 1 week
screwed.
later, 1 week later, another new person asks you, right? Then your story a bit changed. Then I hear,
they like, very sus.
Then they I thought you said like that one.
Then this guy, right. So prison is a crucible of truth.
I mean, like
it brings out the truth in both yourself and others.
I mean, you get to see people for who they really are, lah.
You get to see people for who they
most
really
of
are.
the time.
Most of the time. Yeah. And what was one moment where you had to reconcile who you discovered yourself to be, both in prison and outside of prison?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
While you were in prison, right? Did you discover like who you are at the core?
In prison, I discovered that, like, looking back at my life, right, I am traumatized, bro.
You're traumatized?
Yeah, the thing is, I never knew that I was traumatized about anything because I was just so fucking high all the time.
Whoa. Okay.
So I didn't have time to process information that's in my head, process my feelings, and process shit lah. So like during prison, I no choice ma.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of time to myself. Wow, bro, I realized that, wow, bro, I'm fucked, yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really need help, yeah. I'm depressed, yeah. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But the thing is, I wasn't aware of it for the longest time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you weren't aware of it. Is it because the drugs, right?
Yeah. The drugs, the alcohol, just numb or lost, right? Like completely lost.
And in that moment of clarity, what do you think were some of the issues that you wanted to solve and are still trying to solve to this day?
I think like until today, right, when I try to process, right, I will get so here's the problem. Every time I get a little bit closer, right, I will get a mental breakdown.
A little bit closer to full clarity. Clarity.
Yeah, to like a epiphany or some shit. Yeah. Right? I will get a mental breakdown. I will just break down. Like I'll have a mental breakdown, and the next thing I feel, right, is I don't care anymore. I want to relapse today.
Or today's the day you relapse.
Today is the day I relapse. So every time I try and address it, right, the next thing that happens is, right, I will relapse.
Oh shit.
So I've been kind of avoiding it. I really don't know how to deal with it. I don't have a I really don't know how to deal with it.
And do you think that now that you interact with other fellow content creators to make content, it is at least something that is pushing your life in a positive direction?
Wow. Yeah, definitely. I feel like the people that I've been making videos with, right, they are very supportive of me, which I appreciate a lot. But then again, addiction is a fucking crazy ass disease, bro.
Yeah.
You need to know, like, you know how you know you're an addict or not?
How?
When you're happy, you get high. When you're sad, you get high. When you bored, you get high. When you everything, you get high, bro. So sometimes, like, I try, like, last time I would blame it on, like, people, like, wow, because you like that, that's why I relapse. Or, like, sometimes I feel like I got girl, right? I no need drugs already. But then when I got girl, also I use, So when I have I don't have also I still use, so I still have the problem. So I really don't know what the hell is it,
Okay.
Yeah.
And speaking of, like, getting the high from using substances, do you get a high from creating content and seeing it perform well on social media?
To be honest, right, I'm not really too bothered on how well it performs. I'm more like, I'm very narcissistic, bro. Like, when I go on social media, I watch my own videos. I don't go my FYP or this. I don't go and see my other people's stuff. I like to be obsessed with, like, what I did,
what you created previously,
and I will, like, just like critique myself like crazy.
You critique yourself
and I can
like
do
crazy.
that for hours, bro.
Wow, like you feel like here the edit wasn't smooth enough.
Why I never do this? Wow, why my face like that? Fuck, should I have done? Yeah, you get what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
And speaking of being a content creator, we chatted prior to this podcast that now you're on the path of being a full-time content creator, right? You've run into some issues you feel you want to talk strongly about, like how the industry is and why certain brands are tough to work with.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Okay. So lately, since I've been, like, currently I'm doing TikTok full time, right? And so I'm living off, like, sponsors and shit like that, right? Wow, I've been meeting sponsors, and this is something that many TikTokers will agree with me.
Have the same issue.
They have the same issue as me, okay? I thought it was just me. I was so glad to know that I'm not like
you're not alone in this.
Yeah.
Substance abuse is actually people self-medicating the wrong way for things that they might need to find other sources of remedy for.
You can put it like that also.